got 6 square meters of workshop and I can do whatever I want in it. Not everything, but almost everything is custom built in some way. I'll try to give you a 360 view of the workshop. But I also like the workshop to be sort of like an expression of me. This snakeskin jacket is
a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom.
So I've had to sort of like remove what's not important and just save the important stuff. I got a small owl light here in the back. I like owls. I like lights. I got an owl light. To me, some of the important stuff is just cosmetics. First, I'm showing you my planes. My secret method for storing them is a very large magnet on the wall. And the first one is this anchor. It's made in Sweden. Antique. I got a number 3. It's a Bailey. I think it's from England. And it says made in England. I also use this, it's a Stanley. I don't know the word for these ones in English, but the pulling kind, the plane I use the most. It's my absolute cheapest and ugliest plane. It's this small little razor plane. Costs about 10 bucks or something. And I use it just to finish off edges and I sharpen the razors since I'm a cheap ass. When it comes to finding angles, I got this. I'm mostly keeping it around because of the name. It says Angulus and I think it's really funny. Otherwise I'm just using the regular 90-degree one or like this carpenter square. This is probably the one I like old tools, so I'm also using this steel ruler, which has both inches and centimeters on it. And some sort of conversion chart, which I never use, but I really like it. And for calipers, I'm using these small brass calipers. We got both millimeters and the inch stuff on there. Freedom units. One of my favorite tools is a Knipex Cobra. It's the 125mm version. It's awesome. And I like to keep stuff up on the wall so I can keep the workbench kind of clean. I'm not a tidy person, but I wish I was. The saw I mainly use is just a small pull saw, Japanese pull saw. I made a custom handle for it. The other one was plastic and I don't like plastic. Also got a magnet, a small hammer, and I got a stick for just fiddling with shit. A tool stand, very simple. Some pens, some of these punching stuffs. A homemade awl I did from a drill, and I made the handle in my lathe. Carving knife, old Mora, crappy carving knife, good carving knife. And then another one of those things just for fiddling around with shit. I found these old scissors in an attic I was visiting, so I restored them, and I really like them. They're my best scissors because they have a convex grind back here, so I can resharpen them again and again really easily. And they're made to last. I got my rubber club, I got my files, I got my needle files and needle rasps, got some leatherworking tools there. And when it comes to storing shit, I think it's very hard to put everything back in place, and I like to be able to sort of like just throw things back in their place. So this is my solution for my pliers. Just took an old can, removed the bottom, removed the top, screwed it in the corner, and I can just throw my pliers in there. I don't need to care about where they are going. And I got my mini ball pen hammer. If the goblins get loose, I can give them a smack in the head. Now I'm a peaceful guy. I would sort of like give them candy or something. This tool, it's an ugly fucker, but it's a good one. It's sort of like a mini crowbar. And since I'm a brute, I just use it to pull shit out of stuff like nails and so. Also just for fiddling around. You fiddle around with a lot of stuff in a workshop, don't you? And up here, it's my electrical cabinet. So on the outside I built this small shelf for some of the spray cans and stuff. I have this old chalkboard which I jot down ideas and stuff. Super glue and stuff. an old toothbrush. There was some fiddling around and stuff with. And I got my drills, like these ones, or the Forstner ones. And when it comes to bit, I just have them in a box here. So I can grab them and see which bit I like and throw them back. And over here I have what I call the nice tool wall, where I hang my really nice tools, like my sawmill chopper or something like that. I have them to inspire me there, because when you're in a good environment, you get inspired, and when you're inspired, you feel alive. Got my axes. I also got, I got a shitload of chisels standing around me because I haven't gotten around building a holder for them yet. Some acetone, I use it all the time for everything, just cleaning up stuff. And of course, some tape for taping up fingers. On the door and on the side of the door is where I keep my clamps. And I'm just using sort of like a plank sticking out from the wall to fasten it on. And over here is where I keep my lathe. It's just a small firm. It's not a good one. It's slightly out of balance, but I'll still use it. Got my lathing irons and sort of like a knife stand here on the wall. I got my tapes and stuff. Whoops. Up here and just some wood hooks. And I got this. It's built from book press. No, I think it was a leaf press or something. Got some stuff for YouTubing up there. Wooden pieces for family photos. This is my grinding and lightning corner, because when I film I need to do stuff with the lighting to get some sort of good lighting. I got this rotary plate. And on the grinding equipment over there, I got all these kinds of doors where I put sort of like bones and old screws. You know that special drawer that every workshop should have? The mixed metal stuff drawer that always saves you. That's my top one there. But I'm needing to clean it up. It's too full right now. So like a belt grinder and a polisher. And this is one of my most loved tools. I bought it on an auction for like 50 bucks. And it's very uncompromising. It was built in DDR in Leipzig in 1982. DDR, it was a shit state, but goddamn, they could build grinding machines. So I changed all the bearings and stuff, I renovated it, and it's a workhorse. Under the bench I got like these mini drawers I bought from IKEA, and I just screwed them together and screwed them to the top there so I can have stuff. I also got my Proxen, my Dremel. A Proxen's not a Dremel. A Proxen is way better than Dremel. But I got it hanging there because if it hangs I don't get so much noise from the vibrations. Just pop it up there. I probably shouldn't have that hang in the cord though. I mark everything because I'm crap at tidying up and I need to know where to put it. And if there's not a label, I just put it in drawers. And under the bench here, I also have some of my power tools and stuff. On the side there, I got my shop vacuum and also sort of like a dust collector I built myself. So I have my workbench. I got the lathe there right at you. I got the grinding corner there. And here I built just a panel which I could put a reindeer belt on so I can sit here and carve. And I also used the box as a swing station, so that's why this is loose. I can remove it if I want to. What do you think? Is a compact living workshop a good idea? I enjoy it. I enjoy the small space. Well, everybody wants to build a fort, and I built mine this way. I hope you enjoyed this tour. See you sometime. This is Backwood Bucks.